Hey there, thanks for joining me. My name's Teebor. We're playing Empyrion Galactic Survival. We are now on the oxygen supply quest. Let's just pop up our tutorials here. So we've done the starting equipment. We've grabbed equipment from the escape pod. We've placed our survival constructor and we've done some basic crafting. So we've got ourselves a motorbike. Not really a basic, is it, a motorbike? But, you know. Okay. Anyway, so we need to place an O2 generator. Now, let's pop this down here. Now, as you can see, look, if I try and put this on land, no good. No good at all. Has to go in water. Now, it's interesting. It's actually let me put it slightly higher up out of the water than I would have expected. But I'm going to put it just down here. So we have now completed the successfully placing. We have got a source quality of 80% and it will produce O2. There is another machine that's similar to this one, which can actually produce hydrogen as well. But we are at the moment only producing O2. Now I think this produces the full-size O2 bottles rather than small O2 bottles. The small O2 bottles you get from the survival oxygen generator, which doesn't need to be placed in water. You can actually just place that wherever you like. So you can put it next to your survival constructor, for example. Now, we need to give this thing some power. I have some Promethean fuel packs. I will just drop one in there. That's now going to run for 24 minutes. And it's going to produce in 113 seconds. And it will produce one O2 bottle. Now, we're not pretty much going to ignore this because we don't need oxygen. Not to live on the planet anyway. We will need it later when we start going under the water, which we will do, but we don't need to do anything about that right away. And we will need to have it, especially when we go into space. So, our questline now updates. We have now got to find ourselves some edible plants. Now, this is going back to what I was saying earlier. So, there's some sugar cane. That's not actually edible, but is useful for something. Now, here is a corn dog. That fulfills our edible plants. Now we need to find some medical plants. Now, unfortunately, if I go into my backpack, the Varon root that I picked up earlier is a medical plant. But it doesn't count. Because it doesn't count because I hadn't progressed that far in the quest. So that's an aqua berry. That is actually edible, I think. Aqua berries are edible. Oh, what are you doing out here on your own? Normally you're in packs. Ah, there we go. This is an aloe vera, I think. It is, and that is a medical plant. Now let's just head our way back this way. I have the textured plant protein. Not sure what use that is to me right now, but we'll pick it up anyway. Most of this stuff we're just going to put away in the constructor. We're not really going to make use of it for now. So let's put that away. The sugar cane and the Varian root and the alien honey. Sort these things out a little bit. So next quest is consume an item. Doesn't matter what it is, just have to consume it. So we will consume a corn dog by shift and right click, which completes that quest as well. Now we are on to kill an animal. Now then, this is where our little green friend here is going to come in helpful. I think he will count as an animal, but I'm not sure. I don't want to attack these guys. Mainly because they're a family and they will all kind of act together. They do have a pack mentality. And I have, when attacking these guys in the past, been attacked by raptors. And the raptors can be quite nasty. I have died to raptors. But these guys will probably actually just run away as well. And with my pistol, I'm not going to achieve much. So let's see if we can kill this guy. He is dead. He did count as an animal. And he's a slime. So we grab those. Now we got some meat off of this guy. I'm surprised I haven't seen something else that I was hoping to see around the lake, which is why I wanted to stand here or have our little base here. But we'll come back to that. So let's just chuck in the alien parts and into some raw meat. And we can now make a salami from the slimy alien meat. Now this is good because the salami has a perish time of 70, which is much longer than the meat on its own would have had. But we also get food. We get a lot of health food, and we actually even get a small amount of health from the salami. I just worry when I hear things wandering around. I can hear them rampaging and running around in the grass and stuff. It's not good. Okay, so yeah, so the crafted foods generally last longer. Now, there are ways to keep these foods lasting much longer, but we're not really going to do anything about that just yet. We're going to worry about that later. So my next mission, or next quest, is to craft a assault rifle and some ammo. Now, if I come in here, you'll see I cannot craft an assault rifle yet. So what we need to do is we need to go into our tech tree and start unlocking skills. We can open the tech tree by pressing F3, which is nice and easy to get to. And we can go to the tools section. We can see there's a whole range of different tools. Into miscellaneous section, there's all kinds of bits and pieces, like the oxygen generator that we've replaced earlier, which is interesting because we get given one for free and we don't actually have it to research, but we do need an oxygen hydrogen generator later, which is the other one that I was talking about. And this can, or does, produce oxygen and hydrogen bottles intermittently. Nope, not intermittently. Alternately is the word I'm looking for. But as you can see, I can't get to that yet because I'm not level 7. I am currently, I think I'm only level 3. Let's have a look. I am level 4. So I can't research some of these things. Now obviously there's capital vessels and base blocks and base buildings, as well as small vessels. We'll come to those later, but it's just worth the while that knowing that they are there. There's also hover vessels as well. And if we go into our weapons, this is where we should be able to find the assault rifle. There it is there, level 3. Unlock. That is now unlocked, and I can now manufacture that if I come into here. So there we go. This is an example of what I was saying. So we've got 5 metal components and 1 electronics that we need to be able to manufacture this thing. If we come into here, 1, 2, 3 electronics. Now it's worth noting that when you hover over something, it tells you what your input items are. For example, in this, for the electronics, it's copper ingots and silicon ingots. It tells you how long it's going to take to craft, how much they weigh. But I haven't really seen weight have much of an impact in this game yet. I'm sure it does have an impact, and certainly does have an impact when you start manufacturing ships, but it doesn't have that big of an impact. You don't have to worry about it too much. Not at the moment anyway. They might add that as a feature. Now, you also get an output count. And if you look here, it says an output count of 2. So that means every one of these that gets manufactured, which is going to use 1 copper ingot and 1 silicon ingot, is going to give me 2 electronics. So I only needed 5. So I had to produce 3 electronics to give me the 5 that I needed for the rifle. I'm going to build the wrong thing. I'm a total idiot. I meant to build 5 metal components, not 5 electronics. Doesn't matter. That'll be useful for something later. As I say, nothing goes to waste in this game. Everything gets used for something. So we need to. So we know we've got plenty of electronics. Let's go and look at the metal components. So not to be confused, metal pieces and metal components. Lots of people make this mistake. I make this mistake all the time. Metal pieces, you get an output of 10. Metal components, you only have an output of 2, and they're used for completely different things. They're not craftable one as the other or anything like that. So just watch out for that one. So we'll do 3 lots of metal components, which should now allow us to build the assault rifle. And there we have it. It's now available to build in green. Let's click on that. Now we can also see by hovering the mouse over it, it needs 5.8mm bullets, and we've got 5.8mm bullets available to build, because when you unlock the assault rifle, you get the 5.8mm bullet template as you just get it. I mean, it'd be stupid to give you the gun and not to give you the bullet to load it. So we need 5 more metal pieces to be able to produce some ammo. And this is where I was saying, take note here, this is metal components to build the rifle, metal pieces to build the bullet. So we built metal components last time, we now need metal pieces, and these come out in outputs of 10. We need 5 to produce 25 bullets. Now I would like to build 100 bullets just to be on the safe side for now. It's only going to be used for personal defence, so it's not a big deal. We've still got the pistol as a backup. So if we build 20 metal pieces, which is 2 lots of metal pieces, and these use 5 iron ingots at a time, and then we should be able to build 4 lots of those, which will give me my assault rifle and some ammo. See what I mean by this is a much slower, or he's a very slow constructor. It does the job, but it is very slow. So this is good. Now we have got a decent gun. We will have some ammo shortly. 25 rounds is a magazine on this thing. And our next quest is to go and mine some ore. Now I'm very interested in knowing if this outpost is friendly or not, because these outposts, and there will be more of them on the planet, this is just the first one we found, these outposts represent some potential loot. Very, very much potential loot. Stuff that I might not necessarily be able to build. Stuff that I might be very useful to me. So we're going to offload a bunch of junk. Oh, I better keep the biofuel, get the O2. Grab some more bullets. Now we've got some explosives. These are good for attacking bases. And I think what we'll do in the next video, we'll have a look at going down there and attacking that base, or at least investigating it, and we can also do some mining as well in between, and we'll just discuss mining and how it works. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.